and we don't see you like
nonsense
address them like crazy. We don't see you like address them. Yo, like
me, I don't address when I see you in person. Run.
Let's see.
You see, Stonebwoy be somebody where you for avoid getting into troubles with him. Now, luckily, Odwanka Sababeka during one podcast session with DWP Academy, all credit to them. So Stonebwoy, you know, constantly etiety say nakuma ehano, you know, say apa, Mαfià kakra, obetimi acho one corner, ushiana, what you say, no atocha kakra say ye pipim enso no obeyi, what you say, gangster. It comes with a dancehall and reggae, you know, vibe, you know, tise no mo ye no. Ewo Jamaica no idea culture once unkum obi ade, you know. I think say looking at what they do, it is something that normally happens. Now obi be say why does he do that? You bet say wakwako tutuo wa heart is say near a see during xylophone time as alleged. You bet say TGMs shatter eka so oba stage kitwe bi an person cheno igbe Mαfià what you see and cool. So during that podcast, Stonebwoy decided to talk, to explain why he does that. Momenkotie what he said. Yeba to abuso.
very, very beautiful family.
Wow.
Very, very beautiful family. I'm going to be very honest.
You,
like
brother.
watching, I literally watched your kids grow online.
Yeah.
I don't know how you did that. I don't know how you are able to, because me that I don't even have.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who want to poke their noses in things that doesn't even concern them. They ask unreasonable questions, tend to even make assumptions and spread false narratives.
You're right.
And looking at you and how far you've come and putting your family online, how have you been able to handle that alongside your career?
Thank you very much. It's really not been easy. It's not to me it's an alien task whereby the world is shifting towards a certain technological advancement, whereby when I was growing up we used to have, we'll call it like is it ledger or ledger is like what you want to do, whatever. There's a book you wrote your stuff inside and journal. Yeah, journal and ledgers. Yeah. So we used to have journals that we had, you know, and that made you a cool kid. You write your stuff in there. If your mother whip you, you go write today they cane me tomorrow. You know, all those nice things. The diary. But thank you very much. Journals, ledgers, diaries. Yes. Now, I don't know how the system just shifted. Once upon a time, everybody is now putting out their businesses and making it feel cool. We can all go back and do some research to see how and what's changed the social construct to make it cool for everybody to be able to just, you know, pick their phones and say, hey, yo, I'm doing this tomorrow, I'm doing that today. You're giving everything out. So we got into that space, not fully prepared. And even if we were fully prepared, which is that you are aware of what you are putting out there, which I would believe that I belong to. Because if you really do check, my social life is not always online. I think 90% of my online life is around my work. You know, to be fair, just a little bit of something, but there's always work in input. Because I know myself, if I want to post everything that happens behind the scenes, then you guys will really know, you know, that is true. This one is heavy, he goes here, he posts, he does this, he does that. You guys will really know. It's not like I'm trying to keep any secret or any, you know, but what you see is what it is, irrespective. So my kids also, and all of that, no, they actually have become known somewhat because of the least that anybody would do. I don't think we do the most, me and my wife. I had my wife because she's actually the one that would, you know, women love a little bit more. And even to us, including me and my wife and the family, we're not one of those families that love to be out putting stuff out there. I'm also here. I can see other people who just love to put stuff out there, which is fine. But the little that comes is what everybody sees. And I think it's cool. It's non-controversial. It's just cool. It's just calm. It's just nice. And of course, my daughter will put her phone up and be, these ones, they're in a different generation, different from ours. So I say all this to say that that's how I manage it, because what you see is not entirely intentional. If it was, I think there will be more for me to manage. So me managing it is how you see the small ones, so that I can be able to I can manage that one. Hey, that's how I have always dealt with myself. There's so many things I write and delete. I feel, and eventually I'm happy I didn't share input. Just stay my one side. Yeah, so that's it. I think by virtue of my career, all these have happened, whereby people are watching Stonebwoy do your thing. And I'm living my life very real within the career, because my family cannot, I can't live two lives. Sometimes I go to shows and they are with me. And when it's around summer and stuff, we just rope along. So I'm going to work, but they're going to watch me work and also have their fun. Because I don't know when I'm going to finish work, or else I'll be postponing. So I think that makes it nice. And I think people really respect the fact that whilst I work, I still find time to have family alongside, for them to be witnesses of how it goes. And it helps me a lot. Yeah, it makes them see the journey. And I think after we are done, some many years to come, they'll be able to tell the stories. Like sometimes I see Bob Marley's kids telling their dad stories, and it puts me in a zone. I'm like, wow, you know.
The reason I asked that question was because I have this perception of like, don't let them see, don't let them know. Like they shouldn't have anything to say when it comes to my private life.
You're right.
So I don't know if with time I'll change, or you also had this perception and then with time you felt like, oh, it's nothing. I'm legally married. I can show my wife. I can do this. I can do that. Because I started hearing Louisa before I saw Louisa.
Sexy Louisa.
So I want to know if it's a stage or it just happened naturally.
But life and cancer happens whether you like it or not, and it definitely flows in stages. You know, I think that's the natural law. You know, things don't just happen by whoops, raps. I mean, those ones we call them accidents. You know, those that just happen, we call them accidents. But to an extent, you find out that it was building up to happen. However, so I just leave everything to life, basically. But I'm not sure that I intentionally poke into people's businesses or allow my business to be poked into. And we are all aware. People say some of the most scandalous things and some... Yeah.
I like that.
That even gets me to my next question, because there are a lot of rumors.
Hey.
A lot. And we don't see you
Some like nonsense.
Address them like crazy. We don't see you like address them. Yo, like
me, I don't address. When I see you in person, run.
Let's see.
Okay.
I'm proud to say that because that's why you should match the energy.
Exactly.
What you can say online, you have to be able to defend offline.
Yes.
Oh,
I think the answer is right, because it's not my doing. I grew up from Ashaiman. I'm an Ashaiman born boy. We respect people. You see, when I came into the build, like this is just how I stay. I don't know how to disrespect people. It never comes to mind. Oh yeah, hey, oh hey. Ask anybody around me who's grown with me. I am not that type of a person. What it really is that others actually take advantage of how cool I am and sometimes get out of line. But bro, I'll put you back in line within 2 seconds. Then you see, say, hey. Then you, hey. And then it's all love. Yes. So that you know your limits as well. So the online situation, I can't do that because I would have. Sometimes you hear one line, I write one line B to address the thing. And me, I'm just sad about how things really are. in our times where people have a lot of muscle online, and many of them have actually lost themselves and are finding the online persona as a different being that they are using to channel different sorts of stuff. And when you're able to catch them in the real life, it is as if they were not themselves when they were purporting all those narratives.
Purporting.
Because they are a purpose. They are doing it. It's how I'm learning. Go and learn your dictionary. Don't be me going to learn from. If they your book inside, you know, open that page. That way they open page 1, page 2, you leave them. If they page 90.
The dictionary big too.
I swear to God.
All right.
But
So, oh yeah.
okay.
So listen, I think say Uni Stonebwoy yasem no report to police station. That is the most peaceful he can be, because Ushiano 1-on-1 by mistake, according to him, Johnny, chairman, run for your life. And yes, sir, you just have to run, because there are shy man in him, wouldn't allow him to tolerate, nonsense. Thank God. Send me idea. I don't get any problem with you. Stonebwoy, I get problem with you. So me the Michiana, I go fit talk plus Sam. What you say? But you are all share me. I am online. Type it and cool. No, be careful, because from what he said, judging from his own words, or see is the wrong guy to pick such a fight with. So what do you have to say? Please let us know under the comment section. We're moving back to TV, so that movie. Yes, like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Wãrns TV.